So, hello again. Today we are playing Napoleon. Earlier today I played Elder Sign Curse of the Dark Pharaoh, which is set in Egypt, and now we're playing the Field Commander Napoleon Egyptian Adventure 1798 campaign. This is a harsh campaign. I mean, I just read the special rules. There is no way I'm going, because I am no Napoleon, I have proven this over and over again. Yeah, so we will see how this works, and I wonder where my D10 went. I know I saw it earlier. That's strange, but never mind, I've got an app. There's of course an app for this. Okay guys, here it is. Napoleon is here and he gets one meager reinforcement in this campaign, but as of October 1798 he can't buy any additional forces. So any supply points that we want to spend in order to move to get more forces, we will have to do then. The enemy gets plenty as of March 1799, May 1799 I need to roll. Also there is the plague, so basically when we move, refits cost 4 supply points instead of 2. And harsh conditions, whenever you move any forces during our move step, we have to roll a die. If the die roll is equal to or less than the number of French forces you moved, inflict 1 hit. Now, also there are no cannons in this game. Yeah. So we will see. What we have to do basically is we have to play through all of these turns. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 turns, and we get victory points for every single force that survives. So this indicates how difficult this is going to be if you get points for just surviving. And then you get plus 15 if you hold Acre, or Acre actually, which is up here. So yeah, we'll see how that works. And as soon as we enter Jaffa, these forces are going to enter Mount Tabor. So it's a lost campaign already. So let's get cracking. I've got 3 supply points and the enemy has 5. And we advance the turn counter. It's now July 1798. And of course what we're going to be doing is we're going to be attacking Cairo directly and at once, because that is really the only thing that makes any sense at this stage. Wipe out as many enemies as possible and try to advance and try to gain ground here. Okay, we're going to move everyone, and we always have to move Napoleon, because if we don't even get any battle plans. We will not even bother leaving anybody in Alexandria except for the garrison. So we move into Cairo, and now we need to count the number of forces we moved. 2, 4, 6, 8. Now we need to roll a D10. And we roll a 10, which means woohoo! In spite of the harsh conditions, we do not have to worry about attrition. That's brilliant. That was really lucky. So we're now in Cairo and we're going to attack Cairo. So what we're going to be doing is we are going to roll for Fog of War. We roll a 5. The enemy has 5 battle plans, so we add 2 to the roll, which brings us to 7. And we remove 2 supply points from the enemy. And we also get 2 that the enemy gives to us, which is brilliant. So the enemy that started out with 5 battle plans, 5 supply points, now only has 1 left. That is brilliant. We like this. The battle will last. Where's my counter? Strange. I can't find the battle turn counter. That's weird. I saw it earlier. Yeah. Here we go. Lasts 5 turns. That is nice. We like that. We want long battles because we want to ensure that we wipe everybody out. And we're going to. We have 2 battle plans. And the enemy has 2 as well. So now what we can do is we can buy battle plans. We're going to put Napoleon here. Now let's see, do we want to buy battle plans? For 2 supply points, we get 1 more battle plan. No, we're not going to buy additional ones. I'm going to use the charge one. I'm going to attach it to guide. And I'm going to use the flank one. I'm going to attach this to Dumas. So now we're going to draw 2 battle plans for the enemy. And I draw melee and rush. So I'm going to attach them to the 2 highest ranking forces. And the enemy battle plans are resolved. First, we roll for this, and we roll a 6. So, we don't need to because they're in line. They advance and then attack, but there is nobody that they can attack, so this one is resolved. This one needs to roll for activation. I roll a 5, and they activate, and they advance, shock -3, and then they go into column. These ones we try to activate. We roll a 4, this one doesn't activate. A 4, this one doesn't activate. Murat moves, doesn't activate. Fortification doesn't activate. The garrison can't do anything because that only activates during melee. Okay, so we roll for we don't have to roll for these because they advance anyway on a 10. So shock -3, shock -3. They are they lose the shock the shock check anyway because they're in column. We turn them over. they have to retreat. And now I get to attack. I have to roll a 6 and I roll a 9, nothing happens. That was not so good. Now Dumas, and he doesn't activate. Oh, brilliant. Kleber doesn't activate either. Bon activates and he moves and he attacks on a 7 and he attacks and he hits Murat. So Menou moves. Renier, no, Desailly doesn't move. Renier moves. And Caffarelli, we can't really do anything because the French approach is already full. So that is the second battle turn. I will buy, let's look at mine. I'm going to buy this one again. And this one I'm actually going to give to them. And now we're going to draw for the enemy. Two battle plans. And we draw rush again, and we draw assault if cavalry no roll. So advance 0-1 line attack. Okay, so this one gets associated with this force. If a rush of column, no roll. Yeah, it doesn't really matter, so I'll just assign it to them. And we start with Murat, and he does activate, he advances, and he attacks. And he fails. They advance, shock -3. We pass the shock test. And they need to advance again. But I think this doesn't apply because they're now in melee. So they will try to attack and they fail. Also, they actually turn into column. This one over here activates on a 3, doesn't. This one activates on a 3, doesn't. This one activates on a 3, doesn't. Murat does activate, he moves forward 1. The fortification does not activate and the garrison can't do anything. So now it's Guide. Oh, for crying out loud. Oh yes, he does. Oh, if line, no roll. Okay, so yeah, I didn't need to roll. And I roll a 9, so nothing happens. This is unbelievable. So Bon activates. And he attacks, and he rolls a 10, nothing happens. Well, this is not going well for the French at all. Dumas charges. Oh, sorry, I need to roll for that. And he activates, so basically shock -3. This one is gone. Advances 1 more. They lose their shock anyway because they're in line, and then they actually are destroyed. And now he gets to attack. On a 3, he manages to attack and he takes out Koraim. So these two have fulfilled their battle plans, well, not so successfully anyway. Bon moves on an 8 and attacks and hits Murat, the cavalry, and they don't have reduced sides, they're eliminated. Kleber advances, as does Renier. Menou, Desailly, Caffarelli as well. So now we're on the third turn. I'm going to assign the cavalry, I'm going to assign them the volley. And I'm going to assign this one. And now we're going to draw two battle plans for the enemy, forward and wheel. We don't have a cavalry. Okay, so we cannot use this one. So, yeah. The enemy goes first. 4 doesn't activate. Murat on a 4 doesn't activate either. The fortification on a 4 attacks. And it'll attack Bon. Takes 1 hit. So now it's the cavalry. No roll because it's in line. So I actually meant to assign this to him. On a 5, that is actually 2 hits. And he takes out Cairo. And then we have Bon, who advances on a 6. And I roll a 9, nothing happens. Guide activates automatically, and on a 7 nothing happens. This is great. Menu moves forward. These guys can't. Desai advances and Caffarelli advances as well. Second turn. Draw 2 battle plans for... Oh, I always forgot the route check. Well, at this stage they route. 9, 12, yeah. Let's see. 10, 18, 24, 30, 42, 44. Yeah, they route. Yeah, I always forget the route check. Never mind. So now they don't draw anything, but they have to move back, which they do. The fortification, I think, still fires. Oh, column and retreat. So they form a column and retreat. They are destroyed because it's a rout. They're gone. I get to roll. I get to advance, and I attack on a 1. That is superscript. They are gone. So basically, we have managed to wipe out the enemy, which is really good. So Cairo is completely ours. We move back to Cairo. And we didn't lose a single group. So now we're going to go to the resupply stage. And we get a resupply, one resupply point, one measly resupply point per French held city. That's two points, 2 measly points. Okay, so we take 2 points. So now we have 6, 7. First of all, we're going to revive Bon, for which we pay 4. And we have 3 left. Is there anything we can buy for 3? Yes, there is a recruit that we can buy for 3. So now we don't have any left. And now it is the French, it is the turn of the enemy. Now, usually what happens is you roll for the enemy forces that are mobile, and we only have 1 mobile force left, and that is Abercrombie up here in Acre. But the special rules say that enemy forces never move out of Acre, and we do not roll resupply for Acre unless there is a French force within 1 area of Acre. So unless the French are in Jaffa and or Mount Tabor, we don't touch Acre at all. So now we just need to roll for Jaffa, Gaza and El Arish. So we start with Jaffa and we roll. On a 10 they get 2 reinforcements. Now that sucks. Here we go, 2 reinforcements for Jaffa. Gaza. On a 9 they get 2 reinforcements. Suck. That sucks. And for El Arish, let me guess, 5. What does that mean? 1 reinforcement and 1 supply point. Okay, that's okay. And 1 supply point. Okay, we can live with that. So now, sorry, why am I doing resupply? Yeah, because they can't really do anything. They can't move, so they can't go into battle. Yeah. So that was a very static turn for the enemy. So now it's August 1798. And we're going to move into Bitter Lake. And we're going to leave 1 recruit and Caffarelli here in to hold Cairo. We moved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. On a 4 we have to assign 1 hit. We're going to assign that hit to Minu. We're not going to go down the route of forced marches. Or could we? We should. Maybe we should actually. Okay, we're going to force march. 1 more. Roll twice. 10. That didn't. Okay, I've forgotten to move my Napoleon. And yeah, we have to assign a hit to a second one. I'm going to assign a hit to Bon. So now what we're going to be doing is we are going to attack El Arish. So first we roll for Fog of War, and we roll a 6, and that means we have 4 battle turns, and we may move 1 mobile force, French force, to this battle, which we will do. We will move we'll move Caffarelli. We check for envelopment. We have 11 enemy forces, and we have so if we have 33 on this side, if we're 3 times as strong, then we envelop them and the battle doesn't really happen. We have 16, 24, 30, yeah, well, easily. We envelop them, they're destroyed, which was really good because we actually managed to get El Arish for the cost of 2 attrition, which we suffered due to the forced marches and the marching under harsh circumstances. So now, this is the last time, is it? Yeah, this is the last time we can actually buy reinforcements. So what we're now going to be doing is we're going to be getting 3 resupply points. 3. And we're going to use those not to well, we couldn't refit anyway because we would need 4, but we need to add forces And we're going to add 2 recruits. Yeah, we're going to add 2 recruits to our forces up here. And we're going to pay 3 supply points. Now it's the enemy, or the enemy's turn. And basically, now we need to roll for all of the forces in one area, except Acre that doesn't move. So first of all, we look at the recruits over here in Gaza. We roll a die. 7, they have 2 supply points, so they add 1, 8. It means to advance. They advance, so basically there's going to be a battle here. And now these guys over here, 3 plus 1, they have no supply points left, is a 4. It means that they move randomly, so we have 1, 2, 3 areas they could move into. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, they're going to move into Mount Tabor. And they're going to stay put there. Okay, so now there's going to be 1 battle here. First of all, we roll Fog of War. We roll a 10, which means 5 battle turns, and add 1 enemy reinforcement to the battle. We're just going to take 1 reinforcement. We're going to put those over here, and we're going to do the envelopment check. Which I think we will win easily, but we want to do this right. The enemy has 6 points, strength points, so we would need 18 to envelop them, 18 or more. We have 15, 21, yeah, easily they are destroyed. I thought this was going to be a really tough campaign, but it seems to be going quite well. So, yeah, but then again, of course, we're going to get a lot of enemies over here. Now, it's now the resupply phase. For Acre, we don't roll. For Jaffa, we roll, and we roll a 4 for Jaffa, which means that they get 1 supply point and 1 reinforcement, which is a garrison, that's not a reinforcement, recruit, pop. And in Gaza, on a 1, they get 1 garrison, and 1 supply point. Supply point. So that's 2 supply points for the enemy. So now it's we get 1 October 1798. We get 1 additional force. It's Nautique, and now we're going to move into Gaza, and we're going to move with all that we have. We're just going to leave Menu behind in El Arish to keep this city under control. So we're going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 forces, 7, 8, 9, 10. So basically we move 10 forces. It means that we will definitely inflict 1 hit. So we're going to inflict 1 hit on Desai. So now we are in Gaza. And there's going to be a battle. So now first we're going to roll for Fog of War. We roll a 10. We add 1 enemy reinforcement to the battle. And we have 5 battle turns, which we like. So first we have to do the envelopment check. So I'm just going to put all of the enemy forces in line. And I'm also going to put my forces in line. First of all, it doesn't really matter where we place them. It's just a matter of counting. I actually believe that we will envelop them easily. but we want to be absolutely sure. 14, 15, so we would need 45 on our side. So 45, that's actually a lot. I don't know if we've got 45. 3, 4, 8, 9, 11, 13, 18, 24, 24, 31, 38, no, see, we do not envelop them. Okay, good, so we're going to put all of these yolks in the back, because they are in danger. We're going to advance with Guide, Kleber, and Renier Dumas. And everybody else goes in back. And we are going to charge with our cavalry, and we're going to flank with Kleber. And we're going to draw two enemy, well, we can only draw one actually, because we'll see what happens. We draw forward and we draw assault. So which one is more influential and better? Advance, line attack, doesn't really make any difference, because they can't reach the enemy anyway, so we're just going to take this one. Okay. So we're going to roll for the enemy battle plan. It activates on a 2, they have a 6, it doesn't work. Fortification, 1, it does hit. So we're going to hit Renier. Now we're going to move Desailly, Guide, 1, 2. No shock attack, now we're going to attack. We roll an 8, which is not enough, so we don't attack. We roll a 2. 1, 2, and now we're going to attack with Kleber. On a 4 we do attack, and we hit the recruit, who doesn't have a reverse side, so he's actually killed. We're going to see what Renier does. He doesn't do anything. Dumas advances, and the recruit doesn't do anything. Recruit 2 does. Nautique doesn't do anything. Bon doesn't do anything. Caffarelli doesn't do anything. Desailly advances. Okay, second battle turn. We don't draw any. Oh, enveloping check. Sorry, route check. 14, 13, 21, 24, 27, 29, 30, 31, 35, 36, 36. No. We don't envelop them. Okay, going to do this, and again this, and no, actually we're going to do this. Fortification hits on a 4, it hits, it rolls a 5, nothing happens. On a 10, Guide advances, and shock. Test -3. Failed, and now he attacks. On a 4, that takes out the garrison. Now they don't advance. Dumas does advance. The recruit does not advance. Desailly does advance. Renier does not advance. The second recruit does advance. Nautique does not advance. Bon does advance, and this one can't do anything. The fortification doesn't do anything now because it's engaged in melee. The garrison activates on a 5, it rolls a 7, nothing happens. We actually assign this battle plan to this and this group. This stays as it is. So first of all, Guide attacks, rolls a 5, fortification, and Kleber advances and attacks for 1 point, attacks the garrison. Dumas advances 1, 2, shock attack, -3, the garrison is taken out, attacks the fortification, 6, that is an attack success, and we have taken Gaza, which we can be quite proud of. It was quite tight. Okay, so that was successful. We put all of this back. And we yeah, that was very successful. I'm very happy with this. So now we do the French resupply step. We get 1 point per each French held city, which means we get 4 points. We cannot buy any additional forces, so now we're just going to, well, just as good, we're going to refit one of our forces, and I think we're going to refit, who's the strongest one? Desai gives us an 8-6, Lanier an 8-5, and Bon gives us an 8-7, so we're going to refit Bon. We're going to leave, and we're going to leave the recruit behind to hold Gaza. Good. So that's actually not too bad. We can be quite happy with this result. So yeah, I'm pleased. As you can probably tell, I really like this game. But next turn it's going to get really difficult because next turn all of these forces will be made available. So now it's the enemy's turn. We're going to roll for this mobile force here on a 6. 7 French held objective. They're moving towards the nearest French held objective, which is this one here. So there's going to be a battle. And we lose 1, pay 1 supply point. And these yokes on a 9 + 1 is a 10. They move twice towards the nearest French held objective. So now the big question is, does this mean we have 2 separate battles, which I don't think, or 1 combined battle? I'll play this like 1 combined battle, so we're going to put these into the enemy approach. And everyone here, first of all, for the fog of war roll, we roll a 2, which means I gain 2 supply points. That is brilliant. Cool. We only have 3 rounds. That's not so good. So let's check the envelopment check. And we have 10, 15, 19, 27, 33, 43, 51, 57, 63. Wow. And on a 36 we actually envelop them. I have to count again.